City and county leaders are discussing next steps when it comes to the Fulton County Jail. Since 2023, the county has been working with the City of Atlanta to combat overcrowding and house some of its inmates at the Atlanta City Detention Center. Monday's Atlanta City Council meeting urged starting planning now for moving Fulton County inmates out of the City Detention Center, part of a phased withdrawal ahead of its lease ending in December of 2026. Meanwhile, the Fulton County Board of Commissioners is scheduled to consider later this week a $1.1 billion capital improvement plan for the facility. It includes construction of a new facility next to the Rice Street Jail dedicated to detainees with mental health, and other special needs. As Chairman Robb Pitts was announcing the plan, opponents of this proposal said this was the wrong approach.
We understand that more cages, as it is shown, has not improved the human rights abuses that are taking place in the Fulton County Jail. More than 20 people have died since the lease went into place at the Fulton County Jail. And proposing yet another idea for the Fulton County Board of Commissioners to invest in a new space, to build a new space, does not yet address those concerns that have been the center of our opposition to statewide.
All right, let's bring in Fulton County Chairman Robb Pitts again today. Welcome back to The Take, my friend.
Great to be with you again.
All right, you've called this plan a priority. What pushed you to put such a massive proposal on the table right now?
Well, it's been in the works for some time. We worked with a nationally known, internationally known consultant to review not only Rice Street, but the city jail, our jail in Union City, to find out and to advise us on what the best possible approach is. Now, I happen to agree with those who say that building more cages, more jail beds is not the answer. I totally agree with that. And so that's why this is a much smaller operation than what was the plan. You know, the original plan was for a jail, construction of a jail in excess of $2 billion with some 4,000 or 5,000 beds. That was ridiculous to me, which is why I never supported that. I was always for, and still am, for renovating Rice Street, which is what this plan involves. In addition to renovating Rice Street, it also involves this new component, which is the construction of what we're calling a special purpose facility. And as you indicated, this will be for inmates with mental health issues, with medical issues, and other special needs. And the reason this is important is because it's estimated that somewhere between 40% and 70% of the inmates at our jail, have these special needs. So they do not need to be housed in cages, so to speak. So that's why this was so important to me, and why it's going to be before the Board of Commissioners to vote up or down this coming Wednesday. In the meantime, we're still talking with the City of Atlanta about the city jail. We still need that jail. I've been in conversations with the mayor about it. We will either buy it from the city or lease it from the city. And if we were to get that, that would go a long ways towards reducing the need, even for beds, because this we're talking about up to some 3,200 beds in this new facility. But if we were able to get that city jail, we could reduce the number of beds that we need in this new special purpose facility. Gotcha. The other reason that this special purpose facility is going to be important to us is that during the renovation of Rice Street, we'll have to transfer those inmates someplace. So they will be housed in this new special purpose facility while Rice Street is being renovated, as opposed to us finding space for them in other jails like Cobb County, where we have a significant number of our inmates there in Cobb County that costs us a pretty penny. So I think this is, hate to use that expression, but I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, you were asking the public to kind of trust the timeline here, that it may stretch into the 2030s. Why should they not believe that this would turn into another stall?
Why would not return into what?
Turn into another stall, like a stall or over budget?
No, it's not, because we have to do, first of all, we are aware, as well as everybody else, about the conditions at the jail, the physical conditions. That's our responsibility. We're not responsible for the management of the jail. We're not responsible for processing inmates through the jail. The county, the Board of Commissioners, we're responsible for the physical plant. That's what we're dealing with here, making improvements. In addition to that, you're well aware of the fact that we're now under a court order. We have a special monitor working with us, and the monitor, we're working with the monitor to address the physical conditions at the jail. Mm-hmm. So this plan is consistent with what her findings are to date.
Gotcha. 10 years from now, if the plan is fully realized, what do you want people to say about how Fulton County handled this crisis?
Well, I think that they did the right thing, and that in terms of looking out for really the humane treatment of the inmates. They may be inmates, but they're still human beings. That's number one. And number two, we were very mindful of the cost of this facility and who pays for it. It's not the Board of Commissioners' money, it's the taxpayers' money. And the plan that we have in place at this point will not require a millage rate increase.
Gotcha. All right, Commissioner Robb Pitts, really appreciate you being with us today and appreciate your insight.
Thank you.
All right, take care.